Hey guys, Typical Dave here. This is episode 63 of my Factorio playthrough, and in the last episode we set up all the outputs where we're actually going to craft all the high-tech science packs, but we haven't actually made anything to feed into it yet. It's just because I want to build it so that this was on this side. Let's actually, while I'm here, let's put the icon on top. Confirm. Oh, it's a bit crooked. Delete. Let's see if we can just straighten this up a smidge. Come on. Icon, yellow, confirm. There we go. Now, I don't care if it's not exactly center. It's just because this is so skinny, it makes it look really crappy if it was off center. Now, the only thing we can feed straight off the belt into here is the copper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that straight off the mark. So let's just grab this. It's already the right way around. So probably be easier to run this down, and this one, whoa, a little bit crooked there. Let's run this one down. Now let's grab this again so we can line ourselves up, and it can go right there. So one to the right, 28. Let's just delete that to make sure it all fits, and perfect. And perfect. Now we can just reconnect this. Let's use undergrounds and go straight up, oops, and straight up. Now it'll probably be a good idea to extend this out. So let's just go to here, all the way down, and like so. Now let's have a look. This should be all fully loading. Let's run up the belt. They're all running along quite nicely. Might not be running at full speed because I think this actually needs more than 2 belts. But another thing I was looking at is the blue circuits for this. I do not have enough capacity, I don't think, because I know blue gobble up yellow, green belts, green circuits. So 20. So, because this is 2 times, it means it's 5 times. That means 5 times 3, I need 15 blue a second. 15 blue a second. 15 times 20 is 300. 4, 8, 12, 16. So max I can pull 160 off. So there's no possible way I could produce 10 of these per second. The best I could do is about 5 per second, assuming nothing else is using green at the time. But what I'm going to do is I'll set it up for it anyway, I reckon. And it would just be a matter of just down the track getting it all, you know, how I want it. So let's just run this up for now. So these are going to be the inputs. So let's just pick this up, yeah, so down the track I might look at upgrading the greens to get my 10 per second. But until then, I'm just going to have to highlight this and let's just paste this all the way down. Last one. Is it going to miss the pipes? That'd be awesome if it does. It does. Okay, so let's just fill this in. Now, these I'm thinking will run all the way back, and I'll have all the outputs coming out the back and then loop around and in. So, what's the first thing we're going to do? We need batteries. What do batteries need? Batteries need... here we are. Iron, copper, and sulfuric acid. So they're all straight off the belt. That's awesome. How many of them am I going to need? So 5 per second. So 1.25 crafting, I think, on those. Yep. Makes it 4 times 5, 20. So I need 20 of these making batteries. Okay, let's work on this now. We need let's just build it down here where I've got plenty of room. I'm going to grab this, go battery, and where's the easiest spot to grab some power? Let's just jump some power straight down the center here, like this. Let's just get a little bit of light thrown around. Now, I've got that, so that needs copper and iron. So let's run them straight down the outside. The sulfuric acid though. How much copper? 1 and 1. I could run that in one belt. Because if I got 20 in each one, only needs 1, 5. Only using 5 a second of each type. Okay, so let's go with, let's build this in pairs. Now, sulfuric acid can come up, across, and down, all the way along. Oh, I could run 2 belts, because if I do it this way, that means this one can go here. Wait, is that right? No, because I can grab from the... But then I need to underground it. Nope. What I'm going to do is this, and I am going to run them both on the same belt. So let's just pick this up. That is perfect. Now I need a power pole. And I want to highlight as much of that as possible. And I want to put these like this. Actually, no, it can just output straight onto a belt. So they can come straight down. And then I can grab this whole section, flip it around. It can go right here. Actually, that can loop all the way around, which means this can just chuck straight on, like so. And let's just drop 2 lights like that. I think that'll work just fine. So if I grab this and do this a total of 5 times, one more there, that gives me my 20. I just need to connect the sulfuric up and my little acid loop. So I can either tap this in twice or have it jump across. So I can get rid of these 2 here. There's nowhere really to make it easy jump across, but I can work that out after. So I'm going to pick these 2 up for now as well, because I don't know which one I'm going to use. Or actually I'm going to use both, but anyway. Let's work. Oh, I need concrete. I forgot to grab concrete off camera. So let's just flip this around. The concrete is just over here anyway, so that should be nice and easy to grab. Where was it? Just on the other side here. Let's just go along the belt. A little bit easier. Perfect. And grab all that. 17,000 should be more than enough concrete. So let's just duck back across here. Do I have enough everything else? I'm almost out of belts. So let's grab some belts. Belts. There. You know what? I am going to raise this up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. I've got tons of them, but I need more undergrounds. And for inserters, I think I've got plenty. Maybe some more fast inserters. So let's grab this. And I have way too many yellows, so I can just stick them in like that. Perfect. Now let's just come back across to here and we can have a look at what we need to do to finish this. So I'm going to pick my car up and we can go, we need this. That's where the input's going to be. So we're going to run this all the way down here. Now this is going to hang a right under here and up. This is going to be the output. Let's grab this one again, across to here. This can come along and straight up. And this can come to here. Now this is going to be where the input of both lines is. So we can grab the concrete. Let's grab this and run this straight down and straight up. Now we need the concrete again. Need to shrink this down. Perfect. And let's grab the bricks. We're going to fill all this in. Ideally, it would have been better to place all this concrete down once I knew where I was going exactly, but that's okay. I've got enough robots and I'm fully charged. It should build really fast. So let's just run this straight across and up. Now I want to make a copy of this exactly. Perfect. Like that. Now let's rip up all of this. So I'm going to grab that and work out where I want it. Probably nice and close. Probably leave a gap of 2 and then wedge it into there. So because of that, I'm just going to rip all this up now. Let's grab this and leave a gap of 1 on that side, but 1, 2. So I need it here. I'm going to have to pick up a couple of those. Where was I? 1, 2, 1 across. That'll work. Okay, so now we can grab this and I'm going to run this straight up. And this one here can go out and right. So that's going to be the first output. And that's going to be batteries. So now all I need to do is run the sulfuric acid in. So that's right here. Is it going to reach? Perfect. Run it. Just run its own lines for both of them like this. And then I can just go tap in, tap in. All of that should be pumped full, which it is. And now this belt here can just duck under this. And this is going to have copper and iron on it. So let's just go under here, under here, under here. Connect this up. Make my way up and do the same thing here. So it's going under, under. Now there isn't a lot of room here, but if I had have moved this over 1, which I might do now. Okay, so I'm going to clear this out, but go 1 more. Grab this and place it right there. That gives me this one that I need. And I need this one. So if I go this, blue right, and then rotate this so it's down. Where's the best spot for this? Maybe here. Yep, that'll work. So let's just knock this power pole out and go back 28. Now if I grab this one, it should fit nicely there, which means that's not quite what I want, is it? No, it might need to be further back. But it can't go much further back because that would have to jump. Okay. Now, it looks like the problem is just this is too close. I can't split off its own belt. If I go, you know what might work even better? Yeah, I need to change this again. Sorry about this, guys. Let's pick all this up and this. Let's knock this one out. Let's place this other one back again. This one. And it can go right there, so I'm going to have to knock out a little bit more. And just grab this and drop this back in. Let's connect this back up. I might split it from this one, which means I can pull this up. Let's place this into right there. That'll work. Which means I got to rip this up. This can all connect. Now this isn't going to overflow anywhere, is it? So if I run up to here, no, that's not going to overflow. That means this can go. Oh, it really needs to be one further back. So that's not even really going to work either. So I'll just do this anyway. So let's just run this across. Let's pick this up. Let's jump it down here. And then we're going to run this one down and back. Flip this around. Oops. Just get off this belt. That'll work. Now if I go under here and then connect this up, so if I go down like that, I should be able to go in. There we go. So that gives me everything, and it doesn't look like it's contaminated. It's not exactly pretty, not how I'd normally like it, but it's gonna work. Now I've done that, let's just drop another power pole in to get this all working. Eventually what I'll do is I'll run a power line across maybe in here and tap into this one. Okay, so there's our batteries that we need, and that's looking good. So we can pick this up, and now we can work on getting, what's next? We need blue and speed modules. So I'm not sure, maybe blue first, and then the speed modules can be before that, because the blue are going to suck everything dry. It's sort of in the way, but that's alright. So let's start working on the blue. So it's just red, green, and sulfuric acid. So let's just build, you can be blue. Let's just get a bit of extra light over here so we can see. So blue, and you can go like this, and I might build these in pairs. So if I rotate this and connect it, and then you guys can go underneath. How am I going to output this? This needs to go. Actually, do you know what's going to be easier? Let's just pick all this up. But if I go like this, blue, rotate this around, because they can connect like this, and I can run the pipe down the outside, or wherever I want really, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to go, maybe that one can be red, and that one can be, you know what, I'm going to run 2 greens and a red. How many of these blue factories am I going to need? So 10 would be used 20 a second. Each blue belt is 40 a second. So 10, well, it's actually only 8 because of 1.25 crafting. So 8, 16. 16 would use up an entire blue belt. So 32 would use a double belt. So I need to run this 32 in length. Okay, so if I go 2 long reach and a fast inserter. So let's just do the same for this one, and a fast inserter with a power pole right there. So that would all be green. So there's 2 belts of green, and we are going to output the blue maybe straight onto this conveyor. I reckon straight onto this conveyor, but I need red still. So if I go red down the center, so would I be better off going long? No, I'm going to bring red down the center. So let's input, input, output, output. And then what I can do is grab this, flip it around, and that gives me my everything I need. So green, 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 red down the center. Let's have a look. And I just need to connect this sulfuric acid up. So sulfuric acid, I can then go out and plumb it in down the outside, which would run like this. So if I grab that, flip this around, and just mirror this all the way down. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of this. So if I grab this one here, now how many would I need? 32, that's right. So first thing I want to do is see if 32 will even fit. So if I go, what's that, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Just double check that's 16, which it is. And run down. That's how far it would go down for 32. Right, 32. Is that right? So, yeah, that's all I could do for the amount of belt, assuming I'm going to max everything out. Okay, so let's just pick all this up, and then we can work on getting this all into the correct positioning. Okay, let's just delete all this. Now, how's this all going to be worked out? Let's pick this up. Let's pick this one up. Let's just drop this one in here out the way for now. Now, if I go cancel and grab this, that is perfect. Let's delete this. Now, how's this going to go? If I go down 1, 2, paste. Now, let's go hazardous. No, it needs to go one more out. So delete this. One more. There we go. So let's run the hazardous straight across here. And not there. Here. Okay, so then I can grab the brick. Let's run the brick all the way around this outside. And let's just grab this concrete. Let's blow this up a little. all the way across. I know the top isn't exactly right, but that'll be alright for now. So I'm going to cancel this. Let's grab a copy of this, including the tiles. Perfect. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I need to double this, 32. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So that'd give me my 32. So if I highlight all of this, I should have 64, and I do. Which is equivalent to 80. So 80 would be 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the best I can do in my current way. So let's just do all this. So every 10 is 1 a second. So at the moment, this would only produce 8 a second, exactly half what I need. I need 15 a second, so it's not quite exactly, but very close to. But I just don't produce anywhere near enough green. It's just not possible with my current setup. So now we've got all this done, let's just put a little power pole across. Didn't put it far enough over. Let's just drop it in here. I forgot lights. That's a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to drop all the lights in like so. And while that crafts, let's go inputs. So they're all going to be green, and that's going to be red. So I can shrink this down to single digits. Single, 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 and brick output. So that's what this is going to look like. So that's all the inputs. And now I just need to continue building all these lights like this. So this shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And it's also going to give my robots just a chance to quickly build everything, because they are miles behind. There's a lot of concrete in place here. I could probably help them and run along and place a whole heap of concrete, but I hate placing down concrete. It just takes so long. So let's just connect all of this up. Everything moves, so I'm assuming that means the power was finished. Wow, that actually finished very quickly. Now the only thing coming out of this end will be these two, which then merge. Actually, if I pick this up, these can merge right here. That's going to be the output line. So let's grab the concrete. That can be there. Let's grab bricks. This can just go straight across like so on each side, and the hazardous down and in. And I need bricks. Build, build. Now this one can come down, over, and all the way up, because we're gonna start building all these blues, hopefully. So let's just keep running up. It can go straight on, I guess, like that. Or should I leave a gap? Should I go here? Let's just pick this up. Yeah, that will work. So if I do this, will that work? Nah, I reckon it looks better. Let's do it like this. So this can go here. That one's going to go right there. Let's just quickly pick that up. Yeah, that'll look heaps better like that. Okay. Now, all I need to do is tap in everything feeding into all of this, but this has taken quite some time to build, so I'm going to finish all that next episode. Anyway, until then, have fun, and goodbye.